Welcome to part 2 of understanding and configuring ABE, or access-based enumeration. Now what I want to show you here first off is how you control this in Windows Server 2012, and then I want to show you a little gotcha that's going on. The documentation I've noticed on this is very confusing, and I want to show you how it works here so you don't get lost, and watch for this on the exam. First of all, to turn on or turn off access-based enumeration, what we're going to do is go into the server manager just like you see here, and then notice that I have file and storage services loaded as the role on my machine. And so if I just click on it over here in the tree, it will bring it up and I can go to shares here. And on a share by share basis, for example, in the architectural share, and keep in mind, all I did was go out into my documents, to architecturals, did a right click, right? Did some sharing on this, and everything was cool. And so that has been shared. And so now it is showing up out here in my shares, right? And so there's architecturals. If I right click and go to properties, you will notice on settings, the same place where I worked with the caching of shares, right above that, I can enable access-based enumeration for that share. And if the user doesn't have read or equivalent permissions on a folder or better, Windows hides the folder from the user's view. This is some pretty neat stuff. It's security simply by the ignorance of not knowing something's there. Now, that is the way to do it. Now, notice we're in File and Storage Services. Now, if you jump out there into the documentation, and I mentioned it in the first video because I wanted to set this up to talk to you about it, a lot of the documentation says that you turn on or off access-based enumeration using share and storage management. Well, that is true for Windows Server 2008, but they're not making that very clear for Server 2012. So watch me here. In Server 2012, we use File and Storage Services, and then we just go in here and work with the shares. Now, let me go look at, and I'll show you, if you add roles and features, I'm going to show you where I have added the File and Storage Services, and then I'll click Next, and that was on the roles. Now on the features, I went in and added the rest of what I need, and this was under the Remote Server Administration Tools. And notice that under Remote Administration Tools, then under the File Services Tools, notice there's the Share and Storage Management tool. And so that got installed, okay? As a matter of fact, I can go right here and see the Share and Storage Management tool. But if I choose it, watch what happens. It comes up and it says, wait, you can't work with this server. This can only be used to manage 2008 and Server 2008 Release 2 systems. Server Manager is used to manage Windows Server 2012 or later systems. This is going to be the same way if you try to open it up as a snap-in MMC console. Share and Storage Management, you cannot manipulate ABE on a Windows Server 2012 box. You can use it for a Server 2008 box. So, again, as a quick review, to turn this on, right-click on a share here in File and Storage Services, go to Properties, go to Settings, and you can check the box to turn it on, clear the box to turn it off, and you have set access-based enumeration on Windows Server 2012.